Hey guys, Alex here, part of the Blueprint Base Building Media team, and today we're bringing you guys a little bit of a different video. We are going to be looking at what a skeleton base is. So for you guys who don't know, skeleton bases are a brand new concept that these base builders over at Blueprint have came up with, and we are going to take a look today at Mark building a fresh skeleton base from scratch. He will talk a little bit about the process, but before we jump into that, I just want to touch base on what exactly they are and how you can grab them. So skeleton bases are basically bases where you only have the core defensive buildings and the walls laid out for you. So these core buildings are of course the town hall, we have the scatter shots, the expos, the inferno towers, and the sweepers all placed down. Those are the most important things, of course, with the eagle artillery as well, don't want to forget about that, but all these really key structures, and the rest of the base is going to be left so you guys can build it yourself. So it's definitely one of these packs for the aspiring base builders out there. If you guys want to be as good as the Blueprint guys, this is a really good way to start off. Most of the base is left up to you to decide how you want to do it. These packs are incredibly cheap and they are super good. You can grab them over on the Blueprint website if you want to, so feel free to head down to the description and pick one up for yourself. But without any further ado, we're going to jump in and we're going to take a look at Mark building one of these bases from scratch.
I usually always start with the town hall compartment because the town hall is the most important defense, and yeah, that's why I start with it. I like to have the single behind the town hall, so let's do it like this. And I also like to have those walls we had in the first base as well to protect it. I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time, so we can just do it like this. So now you basically force someone to charge in here, and because you can't wall break here. And then I continue with the core. So when you start building a base, you have to make sure that none of your key buildings is reachable from a different compartment if you don't want that. And you always need those 2 tiles diagonal and 4 tiles straight. So if you want to check it, you can go 1, 2, and then you have to go to the outside. And if it looks like this when you have built it, so you only see this little corner touching each other. When you have it like this, and it's reachable, or let's say like this, it's also reachable. And you can always check with a sweeper or builder hut as well if it's and you need to make sure that you go to the outside from that. Let's continue with the eagle, because in my opinion the eagle is the second important defense. I need a little bit more space. That is a pretty standard eagle compartment. It's just 5 tiles over here and 4 tiles here. You also need to be careful that you can't open the whole base with only 1 jump. So I need to watch out here a little bit. I might open a channel over here. So first you can't lock launcher charge from here, and the second thing is when you want to packer smash, like let's say here's a multi, and you wanna warden walk it and go into here, send king and siege into the eagle, you can basically open the whole base with one jump, but with the channel it's a little bit risky and some troops might go to the outside. Or path into the core and go for a wall here. The buildings in those compartments were just to check that you can't reach them from like here or here. I might place a scatter over here. One scatter here. Let's make it like this. This is basically to avoid a wall breaker that connects those two compartments. Don't even need those walls over there. Okay, that could be the skeleton with the key buildings. I still have a lot of walls left. So I can do it like, for example, this to make the eagle compartment a little bit more compact. I have not many dead zones in that base. I'm not sure if I like that.
So an interesting question we got last week with Sir Iron was, do you ever build a base, you know, half or even fully complete a base and then look at it and go, no, I don't like this at all?
Yeah. It happens often, I think, or at least I need to delete some compartments and build them again differently.
Yep.
And sometimes it's even like, okay, I can't save this base, let's start again.
Fair enough.
Could do it like that. Then place a dead zone over here. And I also need a dead zone here. Okay, now I have not enough walls. Let's open this one. That should be okay. Yeah, I think that should be okay for now. If I fill the buildings and don't like how some buildings are placed, I might change it again. But I think it's okay for now. So I'm just gonna start with the expos, heroes, and sweepers.
Yep.
The king at the eagle is pretty standard. So I'm gonna do it again. I like to have the warden in front of the CC because, like I said, a charge into here is more likely than a charge into here. So when the CC comes out, it's if you don't lure it, it's at the same time with the warden, and the warden does a lot of damage against queen charges. Also, I'm gonna place the ground bow next to the town hall again, and next to the eagle as well. It's just against the flame flinger. I think I can place one more expo over there, and yeah, it's okay at air. And I need the last expo over here. It's also good when you warden balk the scatter and want to lure your warden down here and smash in here. The scatter survives the whole time and is on your warden or your queen. I guess I'll make a sweeper that goes to the town hall. Don't like that sweeper, to be honest. I just do it like this and this. And this, I don't know. I also could place those sweepers away from the town hall. I think it's better on this base, to be honest. So just make sure that your sweepers are not zappable together with the multi, both at the same time. So one sweeper is okay, but both sweepers is too much value in my opinion. I also can do it just like that. I'll place it in the town hall compartment. Yeah, I think I like those sweepers are okay. When placing the queen and the RC, it's important to not have them next each other. So if you, for example, tap this and Sui the town hall, and you have both air heroes over here and Sui in here, it's basically a free Lalo. Or it's also good against, it also makes air spam easier, because back-end air heroes are great against air spam. So I think I'll just place the queen over here, or maybe even here, but that's a good zap value with Getter, Expo and Air Hero, so I'm not sure, but yeah, it's also close to the town hall. I think I'll do it like this. Yeah, that should be fine for now. Maybe change them. So the RC, the range of the RC is a little bit lower. So when the queen walks here, she can't target the RC unless she steps into that little corner. But if the queen would be here, she could reach it from here. So I like that more. Yeah, and I think that's the most important buildings. And now you can start filling the rest.
Awesome. So I've noticed again, I know you said in the previous one that you like to have one single target inferno and two multi-target infernos.
Mm.
You explained kind of the thinking behind the one single, but with the two multis, with the placement of those, usually we're seeing one multi in the core. Is that because that's best to kind of defend these Lalo attacks, or is there more thinking behind that multi in the core?
Mm, in my opinion, it makes, for example, the Skelly Donut harder. And also, if you place a scatter in the core, and let's say this multi is over here, and we don't have this multi, we have nothing covering it. So you could just place beds on that scatter, and it's basically free. And yeah, to avoid that, I just place a multi in the core. But there are also bases with a scatter in the core that are good. But yeah, I personally like the multi much more.
So I don't know if you maybe just want to quickly touch base on why these key defenses are so important, kind of what you said at the start, basically.
Yeah, you just wanna spread your key buildings over the base, so you don't wanna have all multis and scatters and town hall in the same compartment. Yeah, most of the times you don't even want to have two of them in the same compartment. And the skeleton is the easiest way to start, and just make sure your key buildings are nicely spread.
Awesome. Are you happy with what you've got here?
Yeah, I think it's okay. Again, you might have to change it when you start filling the rest, but it looks okay, and yeah,
Awesome.
I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Perfect. Alright, well, it's been a pleasure having you on, man. I learned a lot there. Hopefully the chat did as well. Thank you again for coming on. Is there anything you want to say to the chat or anything to finish off?
It was a pleasure to be here, and I hope I could help everyone a little bit.